If your skin feels dry, irritated, sensitive, feels hot, and also look red, then your skin barrier might be damaged or compromised. And in this video, I'm going to explain what the skin barrier is, what can cause the damage, and more importantly, how you can actually repair it. By the way, if you don't know me, I am Christina. I hold a first-class medical sciences degree from England. I used to work in lab in neuroscience, and now I work in marketing. So the goal of this channel is to help you navigate the beauty world differently with some science insight, ingredient deep dive, how the science actually works, and also to look over some marketing and to go deeper sometimes and understand what actually works. If you're into that, do consider subscribing. So now let's go. So firstly, to know how we can repair the skin barrier, we need to first understand what the skin barrier is. So as you may be able to imagine, a barrier is something that separates two things. So skin barrier is a barrier on your skin that separates your external environment, which might have some harmful substances, and your skin and your body and your face basically. So it's a protection. But if I really want to go into science and I pull out this research paper, then skin barrier, it could mean physical barrier, chemical barrier, and immune barrier. So physical barrier is basically your skin's physical barrier is composed of many types of skin cells, and they sort of like form together and form a barrier to block the environment. And the chemical barrier is mainly composed of acids and lipids. So they're the chemical components that's on your skin that help your skin restore itself and separate itself from the external harmful environment. And then you also have immune barrier, and I'm not going to go into details. Basically, you have your immune system in your body that protects you, and those components of the immune system also will be on your skin so that it helps defend yourself. And then what are the signs that your skin barrier is damaged? At the beginning of the video, I mentioned dry, irritated, feeling sensitive, and feeling hot, and also it looks red. So all of this I have personally experienced. So I'm going to attach a clip here when my skin barrier was compromised. So I remember what happened with that clip was that I tried some cosmetic over the counter in store, and then I got some breakouts, and I was using aggressive cleanser and exfoliating cleanser to try to like get rid of things, but then it actually made it worse. So for example, I was using this cleanser. I was using this quite strong cleanser by Fashion. Just to be clear, I love this cleanser. It's really great. Take out the blackhead and everything. I do use it at least weekly to have a deep clean, but when the skin barrier is damaged, this is not a good option because it's quite strong. So let's go back to the signs when your skin barrier is damaged. So all of these that I described above, they are signs that your skin barrier is damaged. It can cause by like how it happened to me, by aggressive cleaning, and it could happen because you use some kind of products that doesn't sit well with your skin, or it could be because of something else, maybe sunscreen, or maybe environment is too dry. It could be lots of environmental things, and that's why we need a skin barrier to protect our skin from external environments. And just to add, if this is severe, some people can also have like inflammation happening, or I imagine even infection, because you don't have a barrier to protect yourself anymore. So now let's go straight to what can you do to actually repair your skin barrier. So step one, stop the irritation. So stop the source. So for me personally, when my skin barrier was damaged, I was using aggressive cleanser as mentioned, or it could be if you're using like really strong retinol, like this one by Sewn by Me. Again, I love this one, but if your skin is not used to it and you use a lot, it could actually irritate your skin. So it could be strong retinol, it could be strong cleanser, it could be something from the environment, and that's the source of the irritation. You should be able to, I hope, find out which source is it, like what caused the irritation, and stop that immediately, like immediately. So that gives your skin time to recover and to just like heal itself, and you can still do skincare, but should move to some much more gentle skincare, which I'm going to cover soon later in this video. So that's step one. Okay, step two, use a gentle cleanser. Okay, so again, I was using this one, really aggressive one. It's not recommended if your skin barrier is compromised, and a gentle cleanser that I personally recommend will be this one by Haru Wonder. It's a gel cleanser that is really, really gentle. And after I use it, my skin does not feel like tight or dry at all. You know, it just cleans very well without irritating your skin. So yes, avoid harsh cleansers and use gentle one. Avoid also strong fragrance, avoid high alcohol content, all these kind of ingredients that are actives and also that are basically too strong for your skin. Next, step 3, let's rebuild the barrier with some good stuff, good and gentle stuff. If you remember what the skin barrier actually is, in terms of like chemically, it has a lot of acids and lipids. So lipids are generally good or help with skin barrier repair. And also there are some other gentle creams that is marketed as skin barrier repair. You can read the marketing and the label, but I do recommend you look into the ingredients to see what ingredients is actually in the barrier repair cream, so you know that will actually help you. So for example, personally, one cream that really helped me rebuild my skin barrier, especially after I use retinol, is this Sewn by Me Pansenol Barrier Repair Cream. So I talk about this a lot in my shorts, also in some long form videos as well. I think this is like my 3rd bottle that I've gone through. So this one, obviously it says like Pansenol Barrier Repair Cream. So one active ingredient is Pansenol. I looked into this ingredient before as well. So it helped with hydration, wound healing, and some other benefits. And obviously because of the wound healing side of things and moisturization side of things, it helps with skin barrier repair as well. So there are too many products on the market. I have only one face, so I can only recommend what works well for me. But then the key message is to rebuild your skin barrier with something gentle and effective and simple. Some other ingredients that might help with skin barrier repairs are hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and ceramides. And then step 4, avoid over exfoliation. So I used to have this exfoliation serum in red color by The Ordinary. I'm gonna attach a screenshot here because I don't have it physically with me, but I think that one is definitely too strong. And we just talk about how we are going to rebuild the skin barrier, so we're not gonna over exfoliate and damage it again. And this is also tied to the previous step, use a gentle cleanser. Just don't use a strong cleanser and don't use strong exfoliation as well. Step 5, make sure that you protect your skin with sunscreen, gentle sunscreen. As I mentioned earlier many times, a damaged skin barrier is more vulnerable to environmental damage because the function of the skin barrier is to protect your skin from the environmental harm. But once a barrier is damaged, the things in the air or whatever you use is so much easier to get in, and then also your skin will be more sensitive to sun as well. So protect your skin by perhaps wearing moisturizers when you go out, and also very importantly sunscreen, because your skin is like very sensitive, like more sensitive than usual. So make sure you wear sunscreen. I personally wear sunscreen every single day, except for when I'm just like indoor the whole day. If you don't like chemical sunscreen, maybe some of them they are too strong, you can try some physical sunscreen that are more gentle and that will not cause irritation. And if you don't like the idea of sunscreen or these things that make in the factory, you can still try some natural ingredients or homemade sunscreen, because I am making this weekly podcast with Chris from Skin Cell Lab, and we talk about this sunscreen and how he make his own skincare at home. So he personally used methylene blue as his sun protection. That can also work, but the key point is to use sun protection. And when it comes to gentle sunscreen, I personally recommend this sunscreen by APLB. I talk about it a lot, and there are several types of sunscreen in this sunscreen series. So this one is focused on collagen. There are others focused on glutathione, niacinamide with different targets. So this one is for calming and tightening, and it has this little graph that showed you what the primary functions are. But then all of the sunscreen by APLB in this series, I love them. The main thing is they are really comfortable to apply, and it just feels like a moisturizer, and they are quite gentle. So I do recommend this one. And one important thing is to be patient and consistent, and the skin barrier repair recovery journey takes about 2 weeks, as I remember. Just stick to this simple routine, simple gentle stuff, and don't add extra things on top and be impatient. It's like a life story, you know, anything in life, like this things I do with YouTube and the thing I do with skincare is a daily compounding effect that will make a difference in the long term. So do be patient. It takes at least 2 weeks of consistency to actually recover the skin barrier. To summarize how you can repair your skin barrier, the key thing is basically to simplify your routine. And the main points I talk about in these videos are: stop the irritation by stopping the irritating ingredients or whatever it is that causes irritation in the first place. Use gentle cleansers, avoid strong exfoliation, and also use cream to rebuild your skin barrier. And also use protection, especially sun protection. Speaking of sun protection, I want to let you know that I built a free personalized Korean sunscreen recommendation tool. Check it out on my profile, click on the link and then fill in this little short form. It takes less than 30 seconds. You can put down your skin type and preferences, and then a personalized sunscreen recommendation report will be sent to you by email. Again, it's free and I hope you like it and I hope it's useful. I love building this little tool, making little videos for you to help you navigate your beauty skincare journey. If you find this video helpful, drop some comments down below and let me know what topics you would like me to cover, and do consider subscribing as well. And subscribe, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!